Welcome to another episode of Backed or Busted. I'm your host, Rob McCallum, aka Rob McZob on Twitter, and today we're looking at a video game project called Starmancer over on Kickstarter. Let's jump over and take a look. So this is the first campaign created by Omninux Games, Starmancer, Dwarf Fortress-inspired space station sim. You clearly got a nice retro aesthetic going on here. It's inspired by Space Station Sim, as I said. Starmancer is a fun title. They're looking for about 50,000 Canadian, 40,000 US, and right now they're just over half at 20,225. Or if you're on the metric system like me, not that that has anything to do with it, 25,435 of 5305. They have almost 600 backers, 31 days to go. I'm not sure how long this has been out here. I was flagged at this. I said, hey, highlight this campaign. I want to see if it's good or not. I like it. You like video games. Let's make this happen. So this is a project that Kickstarter loves, which means they're going to get a little bit extra attention through emails, and it's a nice little badge of honor they can wear. But there is no clickable trailer right here. Instead, they moved it down here for some reason. I'm not sure why, but this is where it is. So let's check it out and see what Starmancer is all about. So that's the trailer for Starmancer. As you can see here, Starmancer Kickstarter trailer. And again, they didn't put it up where it should be, and they did just insert a YouTube link down here, which is, I don't know if it's because they had file format issues or whatnot, but I do want to click on this. To come over here. Now, I'm not interested in watching the trailer again, but I want to look at this. So 8,100 views, which tells me a lot. 111 which have been thumbs up, 1 thumbs down. We have a lot of comments here that we can actually learn more. We can actually gain some knowledge, if you will. Looks awesome. Where are the clowns and honker mechas? Very impressive. So there's definitely some good things here. And if we go to the Omnix Games page or channel, you can see that they have 45 people subscribed. So not a ton of subscribers by any means, but they also only have 2 uploads. One a month ago and one a day ago. So not bad, I guess, for one day. Let's go back over to Kickstarter and start looking through the campaign page. So you are a Starmancer, a human who has irreversibly fused their brain and body into a machine. I like it. It's like, I don't know, a self-inflicted cyborg. The core is your physical embodiment. It can be destroyed. Starmancer, you play these games for the stories that you can tell about your stations. We want to place you in a living world that feels tangible and gives your station purpose without restricting your freedom of choice. So we don't really have an introduction yet about who we are or anything like that. Yet we say, yet we read, we want to do this, and this almost feels a little rigid in nature as it is. And we want design your own core and persona. So you got these different options that function right here with your base. We also designed Starmancer on the idea of consequences, cause and effect. When something bad happens, it should be because you failed to prevent it. It's not fun when a random dice roll causes your call in to fail. You should be able to learn from your mistakes. I agree, so that's cool. The story, flee Earth, upload consciousness, damage arc, pave the future. These look like these are the kind of key story points each time. Consequences, mutiny, pirates, diplomacy, keep your station. So these are just different scenarios by the sounds of it that can happen as you're playing. Colonists. Colonists are lifeblood of station. You're in charge of everything. What is the colonists who carry out your edicts? Keeping them alive, encouraging them to work is the only way that you'll survive. We want colonists to feel like real people. You should at least feel a little sad when a colonist dies. Each colonist has a unique personality type, backstory, and inherent attributes. So that makes sense. Basics, backstory, morale, job, skills, inventory. So they're almost kind of like lemmings. They do things that they're supposed to do that you set up. Interactions, relationships, class system, rumors. They talk to each other, living conditions. Okay. Health. So this is starting to get really deep into the game stuff, and that's fine, but it just feels kind of blah. It doesn't feel like it's laid out well in a digestible way. It just looks like it's almost like a game manual pasted here with some attempt to kind of explain these things to someone reading them, but it doesn't really ever talk about the Kickstarter experience. It doesn't try to market the game. It just tells you about the game. The future. A successful Kickstarter will allow us to focus on a number of content expansions. We are going to completely finish and release the core game, but we don't want to stop there. So this is really not about this game. It's about the core expansion. So I would definitely include that somewhere up front, because for me to discover it all the way down here, the bottom is not a good spot to do it. Here are some of our ideas. We'll finish one completely before we move to next. Creative mode, building stations fun. We allowed you to build without worrying about resources and keeping colonists alive. Improve relationships, better diseases, war, robots, aliens, yada, yada, yada. Rewards. Okay, so we'll go into rewards in a second, but they do have art for everything. More info. We tried to keep this Kickstarter page brief, but you can find more information on our website. Wrong-o! It's anything but brief. It's really in-depth and, unfortunately, a little didactic. It's not salesy. It needs to be salesy. This is nice. We have a raw pre-alpha gameplay footage, so this is important to kind of put here. And I'm glad that they did, so that you can actually see a little bit more of the game. Let's hit play. So we got a half hour worth, so that's really nice. Risks and challenges. Developing a game takes lots of time. We also need enough money to stay alive. For bills, food, taken together, this means the minimum the game requires $20,000 per person per year. This is where our $40,000 goal comes from. So it looks like there's 2 people. We can finish Starmancer in about a year, but without sufficient funding, we won't be able to devote nearly as much time. If we get extra money, we'll be able to hire additional team members. Each team members will cost at least $30,000 a year, plus more for taxes and other fees. Additional money will be required for commissioning music, sound effects. Yes, we'll also need money for advertising. While not completely necessary, will contribute to the game's long-term success. We've been working on Starmancer full-time for over a year. You can view our social media posts to see it for yourself. We are able to consistently post new content every week because we are consistently working every week. So, yeah, what do I think about this? So, I didn't even step through the video yet, so we'll maybe tackle this together. I thought, go right to the top here. So I thought this video was okay. We get a lot of different scenes and sequences, but it felt like twice as long as it needed to be. By the time we got to the Defend the Ark protocol, I was kind of bored and done. Now that said, as this happened, it almost had an XCOM-like vibe with their isometric view where aliens and stuff started showing up, like right here specifically, and he just showed up and like slaughtered them. And that was like the first time I was like, oh, yikes, that sucks. That can kind of happen. And then it was like doom and gloom. So I basically crunched this all the way down. And again, when you can, include the creators in these videos so that I actually can put a face to a name and want to see who I'm possibly, pledging towards. The explanation of everything here on the page is not brief. It is didactic. It is overwhelming. I'm not saying it's not all necessary or cool to look at, because some of these visuals are great and it's nice to see so much art. But it is not a sales pitch. It's more like, here's everything, and a look at what we got. Not in full detail, but enough to make you bored and really confusing here and there. Hopefully it's enough to convince you that we've done a lot of work and that we want to do more work. So, yeah, give us some money. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel salesy. There's no marketing polish to it. it doesn't sell me the way that I should be sold on this stuff. And maybe that's a comment more on the society that we have and where we are with in terms of games being marketed. But it's just the reality. Let's take a look at the rewards and see what we can learn from that. $1, generous. That's great. I like it. I like the $1 reward. It's always nice. Base game, $15. I like it. That is so good. So January 2019. That's a year away, but for $15, it's awesome. And you hear it says PC Mac and Linux, which is great. $25. You get name and credits, name in a colonist pool, Discord access, all previous rewards. So basically, you get name and credits and a few other ones, plus the base game. Beta tester for $35. All previous rewards. Starmancer wallpaper, PDF manual, beta access. So PDF manual, I'm guessing that's where they're pulling a lot of this stuff from. $50 alpha tester, extra digital copy. $60 design a colonist, all previous rewards. $70 name a station, sign postcard. And $80 vault item, extra digital copy. So is that like 3 since it's saying all previous awards and there's other ones that are digital copy? Yeah, so you'll get 3 digital copies. That's nice. So that did work. $99 the cheater, name a cheat, all previous rewards. $99 the chief unlimited, create a food recipe, all previous rewards. The scientist is $100 or $1 more than the other ones for whatever reason. Name a solar system, name the AIs, extra digital copy of Starmancer. So there's 4 copies total. I'm glad that they're spelling that out. That's really good. $150, add name to in-game monument, name the sun, all previous rewards. The designer, design a mission, all previous rewards except for limited ones. The hacker, design a cheat. Didn't we have the cheater one? Or it's just name a cheat. The affluent, you'll feel really good about yourself. Does not include any previous rewards. There's 100 here. So, I'm not sure why this is here, unless it's just to take advantage of Kickstarter's Make 100. Let's see if they have that emblem up here. No, they don't. Usually campaigns will have Make 100 here to get signified for that, but they don't. So, that's just a really quirky one for me. Starmancer, add your consciousness to the game. This is a limited one. Design a colonist, choose a name, select the eye and hair color, provide a brief backstory. The colonist will have a chance to appear in every game. Cool, that's a good one. Let's count the number of awards here because there's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 rewards. Way too many. With these ones that are $99, I would probably just make it choose this, or choose this, and a survey. Don't separate them when they're all essentially the same. They're all limited, and that's fine. I don't know. It's just overly complicated to have this much buyer choice. The rewards mirror the campaign story and body. There's just a little too much more than needed. It's hard to sell me on these rewards and what to pick because it's just overwhelming. So I would go for the base game if I decide that I believe in this. Let's go to KickTrack and see what we can find over there. Here we are on KickTrack. You can see we're at 21,693, so it's already been updating since we've been recording. We're at 54% of our gold. We're trending towards $350,000+, and you can see we're only on day 2, so there's not going to be a lot of data that we can pull here. Day 1, 15,000. Day 2, 6,400. So they bested their goal day 1, as we saw. 407 backers day 1, 207 backers currently for today. Not enough to go on for the projection. Not enough to go under for the trend. But this is obviously going fairly well here. We've already checked out YouTube, and here we're back at Kickstarter. Let's take a look at the frequently asked questions since they've actually been populated. When will Alpha Beta be released? 2 months after the end of Kickstarter, Beta 3 to 6. That's great. Can I record Alpha Beta footage? Yep, we can do that. What language Starmancer support? We're not sure. What platforms will be on? We'll release on PC, Mac, and Linux. We have no plans for other platforms at this time. Eventually, a long time from now, we might port to another system. That would be cool. Will Starmancer be on Steam? Yes, we'll be submitting to Steam. If it's not accepted, unlikely, we'll seek other platforms. So, Steam release. If not, you're getting it Mac, PC, and whatnot. Let's look at the comments. The title made me click. The concept made me pledge. I'm really looking forward to this. So, yeah, the title is good. The concept is decent. It is good. So congrats on making it to the halfway point, Boom. If there's enough interest, we'll definitely submit our game to GOG. There will be stretch goals just waiting to get funded before we announce them. So that was 3 hours ago. So we're not quite there yet. Getting there, though. Getting there, which is nice. So why is this not refreshing? Oh, well, it is. It's just converting. Crazy me. Lots of comments. So thank you for comments. Will the game be for real turn-based? It will be real-time. Oh, so that's interesting. Will there be a demo? It's possible and likely. Multiple levels, floors. Multiple floors are not yet in play. We have interest of adding them, or at least trying to add them at some point. So that's cool. Anyone who previously selected the $60 tier, there was an error in shipping price. The correct amount should have been 0. Please select this new $60 reward tier so you won't get the shipping price. Interesting. Hopefully that went over well. And then it basically just a lot of nice comments coming in, which is nice for 2 days in. Let's take a look at the community. For 619 backers, we have nothing yet because it's too early in the game. Oh, here we go. 554 returning backers, 65 new. So only 10% are new people, but that's still not bad. I'd take that in a campaign if I got 10% new people coming to Kickstarter. That's awesome. That's everybody doing their part. Half of the campaign is coming from the U.S. Everybody else is coming from the rest of the world. So it's a 50-50 game, which is nice. Top city is London in the U.K., followed by L.A. and Sydney. So I guess that leaves us to our decision. Is this something worth backing? Or is this campaign busted? So let's go over it again. Want to know video here, not a big deal. It's not something I would give points for just because they put it here. So I think that's definitely a flaw. The trailer was twice as long as it needed to be, but the trailer content was good itself. And it actually made me interested in playing the game. The campaign itself was way too didactic and overflowing with information that didn't necessarily sell me or lead me in a direction that it needed to lead me. There were far too many rewards. Again, it was very much designed like the other side of the page. And there's just not enough information on KickTrack to really make a decision yet. This is pretty early on. Obviously, they're doing well. They're at half their goal already, 54% as Kickstarter reporter. They're a KickTrack reporter. They're 619 backers, so it's of interest to enough people. Do I want to check this out? Yeah, you know, so I'm actually going to say that I'm going to back this campaign. Okay, so there we have it. I back Starmancer, and it's been a privilege to look at it. That doesn't mean the campaign is perfect, but there's enough there that I like. They could do so much more with this campaign, though, and I will definitely be reaching out to the creators to see if this video helps them at all. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you have a campaign you'd like me to highlight or you want me to help you with your campaign, hit me up at crowdfundingspectacular99@gmail.com or on Twitter @RobMcZob. Here to help as always. Thanks for watching, and until next time, guys, cheers.